Did you know that 85% of employees say they would work harder if their boss showed more empathy? Yet, many leaders still overlook this powerful skill. Here's a shocking fact. A study by the Harvard Business Review found that leaders who focus on active listening and empathy outperform their peers by nearly 30%. Now, imagine if you could use these underrated social skills to create stronger relationships, inspire your team, and boost your leadership impact. The best part? These skills don't require you to be the loudest person in the room. They actually thrive in silence and understanding. In this video, we're going to uncover the most overlooked social skill in leadership, and how mastering it can make you a better leader than you ever thought possible. Stick around, because what you learn here might change the way you lead forever. Chapter 1. The Hidden Power of Listening. Unlocking real leadership. Listening is one of the most overlooked skills in leadership. It seems simple, but it's powerful. Studies show that leaders who actively listen are 62% more likely to be trusted by their team. Why? Because listening makes people feel valued, which motivates them to perform better. When you truly listen, you build respect and rapport, and that strengthens your leadership. A great example of this is how leaders like Oprah Winfrey became so successful. She built trust with her guests simply by listening to them. This made them open up, and their stories resonated with the audience. The more you listen, the more you understand your team's needs, fears, and ideas. This creates stronger relationships and a more positive work environment. So, what's the strategy? Active listening is your key. It's not just hearing words, it's fully focusing on the speaker, responding thoughtfully, and remembering details. A 2019 study found that active listening can increase workplace productivity by 27%. Try repeating or paraphrasing what someone says to show you're engaged. Another key point: don't interrupt. It might feel like you're helping, but often, it's better to wait until the other person has fully expressed their thoughts. One famous leadership coach, Simon Sinek, even says, leadership is not about being in charge. It's about taking care of those in your charge. Listening is an essential part of that care. But how do you improve this skill? Start small. When someone talks, focus only on them. Put your phone down. Maintain eye contact. And don't rush to respond. Pause, reflect, and then speak. If you practice this, you'll be amazed by how much deeper your understanding of people will become. Chapter 2. Empathy over authority. The surprising strength behind leading with understanding empathy often gets pushed aside in favor of authority. But what if I told you that empathy is the real power behind great leadership? A study from the Center for Creative Leadership showed that leaders with strong empathy are 60% more effective in managing team dynamics. Empathy allows you to connect on a human level. When your team feels understood, they're more likely to share ideas and contribute fully. Research from TalentSmart found that 90% of top performers possess high emotional intelligence, which includes empathy. This means that when you connect emotionally, you not only inspire trust but also help your team succeed. Take Satya Nadella, CEO of Microsoft. He transformed the company by focusing on empathy. His leadership style has encouraged collaboration, creativity, and even growth in new product lines. He shifted the culture at Microsoft, proving that empathy is a key driver in building a winning team. So, how can you improve your empathetic leadership? Put yourself in others' shoes. Ask how they're feeling and listen to their concerns. Remember, empathy is about showing that you care, not just about achieving results. Use your team's emotional state as a guide to improve productivity and morale. In leadership, empathy also boosts creativity. When people feel safe enough to share their true thoughts, innovative ideas can flourish. So, lead with understanding and watch your team soar. Chapter 3. Silent Influence. How nonverbal cues shape your leadership impact. Did you know that up to 93% of communication is nonverbal? That's right, only 7% of what we communicate is through words. The rest? It's through body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice. As a leader, this is your secret weapon. Think of some of the best leaders in history: Martin Luther King Jr., Steve Jobs, or even modern figures like Elon Musk. Their presence alone commands attention. This silent influence is the art of nonverbal communication. Whether you're aware of it or not, your posture, eye contact, and even your breathing impact how people perceive you. A study from Harvard found that power poses, like standing tall with your chest out, can make you feel more confident and powerful. Leaders who display positive body language tend to be more persuasive and are better able to inspire their teams. This is because body language influences how others respond to you. What's the strategy here? First, be mindful of your posture. Stand up straight with your shoulders back, and avoid crossing your arms. This simple change can make you appear more open and approachable. Also, maintain eye contact, but don't stare. It should feel natural, not intimidating. Next, your facial expressions matter more than you think. A smile goes a long way. Studies show that leaders who smile are perceived as more competent and approachable. A smile not only conveys warmth but also promotes a positive work environment. Don't forget your tone of voice. A calm, steady tone creates trust and confidence. Rapid, high-pitched voices, on the other hand, can create tension. You want your voice to reflect confidence, but without being overly authoritative. In short, if you want to improve your leadership, focus on your nonverbal cues. They speak volumes before you even say a word. Practice using positive body language, maintaining eye contact, and speaking with purpose. It's a simple but powerful way to enhance your leadership impact without saying a thing. If you're enjoying these insights, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for more leadership tips. Chapter 4. The Art of Asking Questions. Turning conversations into leadership gold. Asking questions may sound simple, but it's one of the most powerful tools in leadership. The right question at the right moment can unlock creativity, resolve conflicts, and guide decision-making. Leaders who ask thoughtful questions are 75% more likely to build high-performing teams, according to a study by the Harvard Business Review. Why are questions so important? They show that you value input and want to understand different perspectives. In fact, a 2016 survey found that 64% of employees feel more engaged when their leaders ask for feedback. By asking questions, you invite participation and foster collaboration. This builds trust and empowers your team to share their ideas. Take Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, as an example. He's famous for his two-pizza rule, which states that teams should be small enough to be fed by 2 pizzas. But another secret to his success is how he asks questions. He encourages employees to think critically by asking, "What's the true customer pain point here?" This question not only sparks innovation but also keeps the company's focus on solving real problems. So, how can you improve your questioning skills? Start by asking open-ended questions. Instead of asking, "Did you finish the report?" try, "What challenges did you face while working on the report?" This invites more meaningful conversation and helps you gain deeper insights. Another strategy is to practice the 5 whys technique. This involves asking, "Why?" 5 times to get to the root cause of an issue. By probing deeper with each question, you uncover hidden solutions and show your team that you're committed to understanding the full picture. Finally, don't forget to listen carefully to the answers. The best leaders don't just ask questions, they follow up on the responses and dig deeper. This creates a culture of problem-solving and continuous improvement. Chapter 5. Vulnerability is strength. Leading with authenticity and grit. Many leaders think they need to appear perfect to be effective. The reality is that vulnerability is often the key to strong leadership. In fact, research by Brené Brown, a leadership expert, shows that leaders who embrace vulnerability are 70% more likely to build strong, trusting relationships with their teams. Being vulnerable doesn't mean showing weakness. It means being honest about your challenges and acknowledging mistakes. When you admit that you don't have all the answers, you create an environment where others feel safe to speak up and share their ideas. This honesty fosters an atmosphere of collaboration and transparency, which leads to stronger team dynamics. A great example of this is Howard Schultz, the former CEO of Starbucks. Schultz openly shared his struggles growing up in a poor neighborhood, which helped employees connect with him on a personal level. By showing his authentic self, he inspired loyalty and dedication from his team, driving Starbucks to global success. So, how can you lead with vulnerability? Start by being honest about your challenges. Share the lessons you've learned from your failures, and encourage your team to do the same. This will show your team that it's okay to make mistakes and that growth comes from learning. Another key strategy is to ask for help when needed. Leaders who know when to seek input from others demonstrate humility and emotional intelligence. This not only builds trust but also allows you to tap into the collective knowledge of your team. Being authentic also means acknowledging your emotions. If you're feeling frustrated, instead of hiding it, express it in a constructive way. This humanizes you and helps others feel comfortable sharing their own feelings. In short, vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. By being authentic and embracing your imperfections, you inspire those around you to do the same, creating a culture of growth, trust, and resilience. Chapter 6. The Power of Silence. When saying nothing can speak volumes, silence might seem like a lack of communication, but in leadership, it's a powerful tool. In fact, research from the University of Massachusetts found that silence can be just as influential as speaking, especially when used strategically. It can create space for reflection, enhance understanding, and even encourage others to speak up. One way silence strengthens leadership is by giving others the opportunity to think and contribute. When you stay quiet after asking a question, it encourages your team to fill the void with their ideas. This is especially important in brainstorming sessions, where silence can spark creativity and foster more dynamic discussions. Think of great leaders like Nelson Mandela. He was known for his ability to listen more than he spoke. By choosing silence at key moments, Mandela invited others to share their views and helped foster collaboration, even in the most difficult circumstances. How can you use silence as a leader? First, embrace pauses in conversations. Instead of filling every silence with words, give people time to process and reflect. This shows that you value their thoughts and want them to contribute meaningfully. Another strategy is to use silence during meetings. Rather than jumping into solutions right away, stay silent and allow your team to discuss the issue at hand. This can lead to more innovative solutions and give your team a sense of ownership in the decision-making process. Silence is also powerful when it comes to managing conflict. When tensions rise, rather than reacting immediately, take a step back and allow the situation to cool down. This not only diffuses anger but also helps everyone approach the problem with a clearer mind. Lastly, silence can be a tool for leadership presence. When you walk into a room and remain calm and composed without immediately speaking, it can command attention and convey authority. This is because silence makes people pay attention to what you'll say next. In leadership, silence isn't a void, it's an opportunity. By embracing moments of quiet, you create space for others to contribute, reflect, and grow. So, the next time you feel the urge to speak, try pausing for a moment. You'll be amazed at the results. If you found these leadership tips valuable, make sure to subscribe for more insights and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Leadership is an ongoing journey. Let's learn and grow together.